Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be talking about my Spookathon TBR. Now, I'm putting this up pretty close to the day that it starts only because I wasn't sure what I was going to read. I was kind of a little bit contemplating on that. And also, something I want to address before we get into this is I got a lot of messages from you guys about Hurricane Michael. And I was so touched that you guys thought about me and, cared enough to say something and to contact me. And so obviously we are completely safe. We were safe the whole time. I do live in the Panhandle. We were about an hour and a half west of where the hurricane hit. So it really hit Panama City. We're an hour and a half west of that. So we were on the very, very outer edge of the storm. We were in the red. So we were expecting hurricane type weather, which we did get, but we were just on the very, very outer edge of it. So we were not expecting to be dealing with any devastation, which we're not. There were some downed trees in our area. There was actually a downed tree across one of the roads to get into our neighborhood. A few people have had some structures damaged here as well, and we are on the very, very edge of it. We got practically none of it, and we still had there's people cleaning up still. So that goes to show you how much these hurricanes are just no joke. And that one, I cannot believe how big that hurricane was. And it's just, my heart just hurts for everybody who completely lost everything. Even at Tyndall Air Force Base, which is in Panama City, is completely demolished. And that just breaks my heart for my Air Force family as well. And I do know a few people who live in Panama City, and I've heard from all of them, and they are all safe, thank God. And it's just, you don't mess with Mother Nature, because you never know what that thing can do. We've been through enough of these things to know not to mess around. And we didn't. We prepared. We had hurricane shutters up on our house, so we had everything blocked off, and we had plenty of supplies inside. We were ready to lose power. We were so fortunate not to lose power. We did flicker a little bit, but it stayed on. A lot of people that we know around here did lose power, so we were very, very fortunate. And we are just incredibly grateful that we weren't as impacted as we could have been. So, but I did want to say thank you guys for all of your thoughts and prayers and your messages and concerns and all that. It really just made my heart so happy that you guys cared enough to say something to me. And yeah, just know that me and my family are safe, and we're very grateful for that. Okay, so let's talk about Spookathon. I am going to be participating and hopefully reading a bunch of books this next week. Spookathon starts on October 15th and goes to the 21st, and it's hosted by 3 people. Lala from Books and Lala, Shannon from Bookerly, and Peter from Peter Likes Books. And I will have all their channels linked down below if you guys want to go and check them out. And there are 5 prompts to pick books for challenges and stuff if you're interested in that. So I will talk about those. I have picked a book for each challenge. I do have a total of 5 books on my TBR. We're going to see how it goes. It's a little bit ambitious because 2 of these books are really big. So we're just going to have to see how this is going to go. And then I do have 3 of these books are going to be a priority for a certain reason, which I'll explain. But let's talk about challenges. The first challenge is to pick a thriller. And for this one, I'm going to pick The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. This is a book that I had started last year and couldn't get through because I couldn't keep it out from the library. It would never let me renew it because so many people were on the waiting list. And then one of my subscribers so kindly sent me her copy. And I would like to read this year. This is on my top 8 for 2018. Haven't read it yet, obviously, so I'm going to put it on this list, but this one is a really big one. However, Stephanie Meyer is an author where you can really get through her things quickly. It's not overcomplicated. And what I have read from this, I read almost the first 100 pages and I was able to get through those quickly. So we'll see. This is not going to be high on my priority, but it is on the list. Prompt number 2 is to read a book with purple on the cover. And this was difficult because I had a certain list of books I was pulling from, and none of them had purple except for one. And it's so minuscule, but it's there. Okay, so I'm going to be reading this on my Kindle, but I picked Whistling Past the Graveyard. And this one, who wrote this? Susan Crandall, I think. there's little like banners, flag banners on the cover of this, and there's 2 of them that are purple. And I was comparing them to like the blue ones to make sure it wasn't just a different shade of blue, but no, they're purple. So it's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going with it because it's really the only option I had. And this one I've actually started already. I did start it at the beginning of October, and I just need to finish it. I'm only about 15% through though, so I'm really towards the beginning of it. So I just want to kind of finish that one up. Prompt number 3 is to read something that is not set in our time period. And for this one, I'm going to go with The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This one is a book that is spanning about, I think it said 6 decades. And I believe it's a woman who is giving her life story to a reporter and talking about some books that she had written or stories she had written, and then which one is the true tale of her life. And so you're kind of revisiting all of those stories. So it goes over 60 years of different things. So I think that this one is going to count for that because it is a big, like, going back in time type thing. And I think 60 years ago is not in our time period at all. So I think that counts, but yeah, this one. Prompt number 4 is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. For this one, I'm going to go with The Uninvited by Kat Winters. And I think uninvited is pretty spooky, like you're not allowed here, and who invited you, you're not welcome type thing. I think it counts. This one I'm actually going to listen to an audiobook. I've already downloaded it from Scribd. And yeah, so that is going to be my one for that. And prompt number 5 is to read a book with pictures in it, which I think is a really cool prompt because I think a lot of us have at some point or another picked up a book with pictures somehow. So for mine, I'm going to pick Night Film by Marisha Pessel. And this one has a ton of pictures and photos. And of course, I'm going to not open. There we go. There's some. It's like, of course, I'm going to open to all the words. Yeah. But there are a lot of screenshots of things in here. So that's going to count for that. Okay, so those are the prompts, and my priorities this week are going to be Whistling Past the Graveyard, The Uninvited, and The 13th Tale, because those 3 books are on my birthday reading project, which I am planning to finish up this month. And I am very, very close to being done. I do have 4.5 more to read. I'm in the middle of one right now, which I will finish up before the Spookathon starts, and then I'm going to try to read 3 that week, and then I'll have 1 more after that, and then I'll be done. So I'm very, very excited about it. And those are going to be my priorities. The other 2 I'm hoping to get to as well. Those are my 2 longer books, and they are both on my 2018 top 8 to read. So hopefully I can get to them. If not, I will get to them after the fact, after Spookathon. So they will be coming up regardless, but they're on my list just in case I can get to them. Okay, that's going to be it for me today. Let me know down below if you guys are going to be participating in Spookathon. If you have not heard of it and you want to participate, check out all the channels down below to get more details of those. I'm super excited. I will be vlogging my Spookathon experience, and I will have a wrap-up vlog for you guys after the Spookathon is done. So again, thank you guys so much for all your messages and your thoughts and your prayers. I appreciate it more than you will ever know, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day.